we're feeling the power in the name of the Lord. And we're blessed to have Brother Dunn, our blessed brother, and often advisor in the area of business and supporting our own. We're discussing at this point entrepreneurship, ownership, and what we can do to make a change and a shift for the positive for our communities. I wanted to address the issue of, because I think about ownership, a person being in business, but another very powerful entity out there in the business world is the corporations, the bigger, larger corporations. Many of the things that I learned about business and come to understand about real business, as I perceived it to be, was at National Bank of Detroit, where I was employed for quite a few years. And when I was at NBD, I would walk around, I would look at all the floors and all of the offices and the way they ran that business. They had that business running. I mean, NBD at that time was one of the top 50 corporations in the country, and they were really doing something. And when I walked through there and looked at how they did it, what went into my mind was, how do they get all of this done? What did they put together? How was it founded? How did they structure it? How did they organize it? And that began my mind to clicking and thinking about how things are done. A young man talked to me shortly, not long ago, about working at another company in the city, and it's a corporation as well, a bigger one. And my first mind was to tell him, while you're there, watch how they do things. Don't just go there, work your hours and leave. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Learn all that you can, because if you want to have your own business, that's a good place to learn. What do you think about learning in the midst of that kind of environment?
Well, you know, God made man a most intelligent being.
Yes, he did.
Extraordinary. And there's so much to learn.
Yes, it is.
You need to, wherever you're doing, you need to put everything you got into it. You know, the Bible speaks of that. And whether you shoveling or president or executive or whatever, you need to put everything you got. You're conditioning yourself to be good at this, or and then when the doors open for you, you will already be, your blood will be pumping. You know, you've built up your intellectual muscles, your habits of punctuality, perfection, if I may. You know, and you don't have to be a genius. It's not about how many degrees you have in your name. You know, it's about, well, when you look at it from a Christian point of view, you know, God, all of our talents and gifts, all good things come from above.
That's right.
You know, you've heard testimonies where folk have shared what doors God has opened for them. You know, doors God has opened for them. So take advantage of that. When you speak of the corporate structure, apparently, I don't know how efficient NBD was, because they've been taken over by Bank One. But still in all, learn, get every bit of knowledge, get the exposure, watch, training, whatever you can do, whatever, if there are classes inside of your department that find out why this next guy knows more about it than you. Apparently, there's a class that's going on that you haven't heard about. Get it. Get on it. Stay on it. You know, be wise as a serpent.
There you go.
You know, be greedy, hungry. You know, be a glutton. You know, and you have to do what you have to do. Because this is, I'm looking at, there was a picture on the wall. I was sitting out in the kitchen area where all of your hors d'oeuvres and your apple juice and what have you. And I saw this picture that said, the world makes room for them that know where they're going. You know, the world opens up to you. You know, the sky is the limit. And so, so far as the corporate world, there are more people employed in small businesses than there are in the corporate industry. But like wherever you are, you find to do, your hands find to do it.
I hear what you're saying. I hear a taking advantage of what is provided for you. If there's opportunity there, take advantage of it. Don't be afraid to. And I hear you in saying to be greedy, be a glutton for it. We're not saying to be obsessive. We're not saying that we should not do it in moderation. But you need to really want it. Really go for it. Not hold back. Not be afraid. Right. Go for what you want and know that the Lord is with you, and there's no limit if you do it in God.
Absolutely.
And for the child of God that says, I don't want that much. I just don't want to accomplish that much. Well, whatever you want, whatever you say. But I know God is a great big God, and he can open up the windows of heaven and pour out blessings that we won't have room enough to receive.
Absolutely.
I say I want every single blessing the Lord has for me, and that's it. You can say what you want. You can say what you want, but I want the big stuff. I want the nice stuff. I want the pure, holy, sanctified, enjoyable stuff. Come on, give me the word.
The book of Deuteronomy that our pastor gave us concerning the blessing plan. Bless thee of the fruit of thy body, increase of thy kind, flocks of thy sheep. Flocks of thy sheep. How many sheep? 1,000? 1,000,000 sheep? Everything that thou set thy hand to do. Thy storehouses. You know, storehouse. Is that somebody else's storehouse, or is that your storehouse? You're going to lend to many nations and not borrow? I mean, do we really believe, or do we just want to shout and laugh and grin and have fun and give away all of our resources? When you were working at the William L. Bonner Cultural Center, you had young people there, just tons of young people, being exposed to a black developed, black constructed, black ran, black operated establishment of recreation, cultural center, training center, folks vending inside the area, entrepreneurs vending. This exposure for young people, you know, it's worth its weight in gold. So there's a tremendous wealth there. You know, seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness. You know, we've been in this way for many years. I've been saved for 25 years.
Amen.
I've been saved for 25 years. 25 years.
Right.
Okay, so I don't have any problem with business, with entrepreneurship, with wealth. You know, God has tremendously blessed, and there are others. There are thousands of others that God has blessed. This is not a new phenomenon. It just didn't come on the scene since you and I got saved.
That's right.
God has been blessing bountifully for hundreds of years, for thousands of years. Okay, when we look back at the apostles, a doctor, fishermen's, you know, that were self-employed.
Industrious.
You understand what I'm saying? Even back then, when you just had camels.
Yeah.
So the talents, the talents and gifts of God, the power to get wealth. God has no respect of person.
We're enjoying Brother Dunn, and we want, before we close out, we want Brother Dunn allow him another opportunity to let us know about Excellent Limousine, what it does, and how he might be contacted. So, Brother Dunn, we're going to let you clue us in once again on Excellent Limousine, what you provide, and how our viewing audience can contact you.
Okay, Excellent Limousine provides the finest in luxury transportation. Stretch Lincolns and Cadillacs, brand new 2001 cars, super stretches. Of course, they have all the amenities: CD disc player, AM, FM stereo, cassette tape, color TV, VCR, refreshments, ice crystal glasses. We do all types of activities, whether it's anniversaries for the wedding anniversaries, or 50th anniversary, or 6-month anniversary, or a ride on the town, a ride out the Belle Isle, concerts, dinners, proms, weddings, airport, corporate accounts. You can do whatever you can do on 4 wheels, you can do in a luxury limousine. We do the entire state of Michigan, In order to contact us, you can contact Excellent Limousine at area code 810-573-3010. Area code 810-573-3010. And your wish is our command. We have the bend over backwards luxury limousine service.
All right, Brother Dunn. Well, we're enjoying you. We're glad that you've come, and we're sure you're going to come back again and share some more of your enlightening information with us. Our prayers are with you, and we're encouraging you to continue in your business, keep setting that good example. And I recall when I was working with a bunch of young people on East 7 Mile Road, and I had a troop of kids out there, had them doing exercises out on the W.L. Bonner Complex once again. And then somebody rolled around in a long, pretty white stretch limousine and came around and picked up all the kids and took the kids for a limo ride around the east side of Detroit. That was a wonderful experience, better than Cedar Point. And so we're encouraging you to continue, and we want the Lord to bless you, and we believe that He absolutely will.